as a Colonial here on home ice. Danbury in their alternate orange uniforms with the gray and black trim. They skate from right to left on your screens at home as we're underway here in the first period. This will be Jennings sending it down deep. Booz waves it around, takes an interesting bounce off of the boards. First time, Jack, we've seen that bounce going the other way.
Yes, it usually comes from the far side rattling towards the net.
Barnes will step in for this draw for Long Beach. Won by Dylan Weber. Barnes, however, is able to take the puck away from Lefkoff, and then a quick shot by Ostrowski. Not sure if that ever made its way through. Colby Donovan gaining speed through a neutral zone. Donovan lost a handle on the puck. It'll be Barnes fanning on it himself. Wearing a captain's A on his jersey. Takes a slash for his troubles. He dumps it down deep and hunched over. He'll go back to the bench. But, Jack, beginning of the year, new team. Really, I don't want to call it an expansion team, but a new team, a new area where you're playing as this goes down for icing, new coaching staff.
Period of time throughout the season. You're 100% right, Zach. The leaders are apparent, and I think Kyle McEnany joining the alternate captain ranks is a smart move just because of his ability just to score goals, and he's a funny guy. He really enjoys the game of hockey. He's, very, very emotional about the game as well. You see how fired up he can get on the ice, and that's obviously can be inspiring to his teammates. And
it will be Dylan Weber on this draw against Hines. Goes back to the point, and then a shot goes hard wide. Sliced out of the zone by Donovan and gets over the Long Beach blue line where Valenti collects and fans on it. Donovan takes over, sent in front, and Kayola had it go over his stick. Great opportunity for Ryan Kayola as he still looks to get his first goal on the season, now in his 15th game.
And you're almost expecting that to happen when you're playing on a line with a healthy Colby Donovan and the physical centering presence of Dylan Weber. You're almost expected to get some good scoring opportunities just like that flowing into this game, and Long Beach should take advantage of that.
Well, the Sharks will certainly try to if they get that opportunity. This is Donovan in the neutral zone, trying to get around Botwinoff. Colby Donovan at the goal line, sharp angle attempt, saved by Bralard. A pass goes all the way back out to the point, and Lefkoff. Lefkoff a shot, another save by Bralard. Rebound was loose.
Much stronger in the net, a little bit more confidence there for the goaltender.
Well, it's good to see the confidence back after, like you said, the quick yank in yesterday's game. Danbury ended up putting 56 shots on goal. Here's Remsen using his big frame to shield off a couple Sharks. Late call coming up. Remsen, a sharp angle attempt, saved by Bralard. Another shot goes wide. Off the bench, Kyle McEnany. Extra attacker on, but that will result in a whistle eventually. Meantime, Ryan Kayola, he's met by his fellow number 3 and Peter Botwinoff. Botwinoff sends it off the glass. Well, actually sent it off the raft, or rather what is that? Big things happening here at the Danbury Arena.
Originally Premium Suites were split into 4. Now they're really 2 big ones, and we call them Premium Suite A, Premium Suite B. We're formerly 202 through 205.
Ah, okay. See, usually I'm on this side of the ice. I don't get to hang out in the suites. Here is Barnes in the offensive zone. Absorbs a check by McGrath. Lefkoff and Ostrowski come together.
Although we did spend some time calling the first Colonials home game in the Premium Suite.
That is true. It's a fun story as Donovan's shot is kicked aside. Here's Kyle McEnany one-on-one. Giving across for Cope, and he misses just wide. Rebound in front. Great save, Bralard. Not out of the zone, not yet. Madzi gives along for McEnany. McEnany's pass goes through everybody. Madzi is there to pick it up again. Madzi swinging it down low. McEnany with Conklin on top of him. Gives for Cope. Conklin misses on the hip check. Cope to Madzi. Across. Sent down by McGrath. Weber turning with it. Dylan Weber. McEnany comes out this side. McGrath, a backhand shot saved by Bralard. And there's the
call.
Bralard coming up big, keeping his team in this. As we are still scoreless, about 5 minutes now remaining in the first period of play. Danbury out shooting Long Beach by an 18-3 margin. Here's Kayola battling. Absorbs a hit from Ferraro. Donovan there. Weber as well. Might as well get all the forwards involved. It's Donovan coming up with the puck in that Zamboni corner. Donovan kicking the puck up to his stick. And then his pass for Madzi just a bit out of reach. McGrath back to retrieve. He swings too far for Keola, but no icing on the play as Valenti had an opportunity to play it. And then Valenti sends it right into Section 2.
Quality to have from a friend, but
sure,
sometimes reciprocation is a little nice.
It'd be nice. It seems like it's a real one-way street with those relationships. 2:45 to go remaining in the first period. 4 players battling for the puck along the wall. Eventually it comes towards the front. Lefkoff sends it off the glass out of the zone. Certainly still in play as Conklin. O'Neal, now Conklin again. Heavy forecheck being put on by Dylan Weber. Remsen's there to break it up. Kevin Remsen stripped from behind by Barnes. O'Neal through the neutral zone. Tries feeding across for Barnes, knocked away by Lefkoff. Weber comes up with the puck in the corner. 3-on-2 developing for Danbury with 2:05 to go in the period. Here is Weber across for Skeens. Skeens caught from behind. Tries going far side for Judson McGrath. McGrath had already been turned around on the play. Here's O'Neal the other way. 1-on-1 with Lefkoff. O'Neal top of the circle. Tries picking up a trailer and Barnes. McGrath on the back check. Loose puck still on the side of the net. Now Kyle McEnany going the other way. He'll try and beat Doan to the outside and does. Kyle McEnany cutting towards the front of the net. Bralad gets a stick on his
offensive zone, carrying the puck well, moving the puck well. And it's tough when you lose a guy when you're already down and a loss 11-1. You try to find some silver lining.
In front they score. Kyle McEnany.
McEnany right there to bury it.
For Kyle McEnany, it is his 22nd goal of the season, and it gives Danbury a 1-0 lead. 17 seconds to go in the period. Here's Cope, one hand on his stick, knocked away by Hines. Bot went off. Delayed call coming up. It'll go against Danbury, and so it'll be Ostrowski on the draw against Donovan. A 50-50 draw goes back to Valenti at the point. Valenti gives along for Conklin. Back for Valenti. 2 seconds and 1, and Long Beach will be unable to take a shot.
The Danbury defenders a little bit off balance. It forces Lefkoff to take a penalty there, and as a result will keep the power play unit out there for another 2 minutes.
Cope is out of the box, so we're back to 5-on-4 hockey as Madzi sees this get knocked away from him. Judson McGrath all the way around, cut off by Ferraro. Now space. Puck in Ferraro skates and cleared out of the zone. 25 seconds gone by on the Long Beach Power.
Defensive numbers. Danbury's okay to stay a little bit of aggressive, and look, they killed off half of this penalty time by being in the Long Beach zone.
Wojciechowski turns the puck over. Backhand in front. Booz never saw the puck as O'Neal could not take the shot. And Danbury's able to clear. And Jack, exactly like you said, offensive zone faceoff. It results in a great opportunity for the Sharks.
And again, disruption in front of the net there. Barnes was also knocking on the doorstep. Neither him or O'Neal could pull the trigger there. And that's why the puck stays out of the net.
Conklin's centering attempt goes off the
Cujo curve.
The Cujo curve.
I've heard of Cujo the dog.
No. Do you know who Cujo the hockey player is? The hockey goalie. No, you're killing me. Curtis Joseph, I think he has the record for most wins by an NHL goalie without actually winning a Stanley Cup. But one of his things was he had the Cujo curve. So the shaft of the stick would come out from that fat part, and then it would curve down to the ice. So when you went paddle down, your stick was flush against the entire ice. You don't see it too often.
No.
I'll have to show you a picture. I always thought it looked silly because you got a shaft of the stick. It's not straight. It's like
but he does well to get this back towards the front of the net. And it was just the little redirection there from Skeens, who just kind of put it towards the front of the net.
Just one note from yesterday, the 11 goals scored by the Danbury Colonials, a franchise record. A bad angle attempt along the goal line by, I believe that was Lefkoff. In and out of the glove of Bralad, back the other way. Here's Westendorf forcing O'Neal off the puck. Lefkoff behind his own cage. Connects with McEnany. McEnany sends it off the backside of defenseman McGrath. Westendorf, pass cut down by Conklin. Conklin stick handling at the blue line. Sending it down deep. McGrath will be the first one there. Judson McGrath tried reversing. Cut down by Ostrowski. His pass off the stick of Barnes. Conklin sending it behind the net. Ostrowski. Another blind pass. This time finds Jennings. Blocked by McEnany. Ostrowski. O'Neal Tries going back to Ostrowski. Westendorf is there, and then the puck rides the rail out of the zone. Here's Brandon Cope. He'll be the first one to it. Brandon Cope has McEnany. He gives to him. Great save, Timothy Bralard once again.
And McEnany actually had the rebound at his feet. He wasn't aware of that.
Weber, his shot goes wide. Puck on the back of the net. We'll see if it results in a whistle. It will. But one from him. Kyle O'Neill has not had good luck with his stick in today's game. Here's Maverick Skeens behind the net. Skeens goes all the way back to Madzy at the Danbury blue line. O'Neill got his stick caught in the Zamboni corner in the first period. Really don't want to see what the third period brings for him. Valenti's shot goes well wide.
If anything, I'd bring out your practice stick or your backup just in case.
At this point, why not? 10 seconds to go in the power play. Sent all the way down by Madzy. It bounces in on goal, and Bralard will hold on. It was a fun one.
It was...
We had hat-trick games that weekend as well. Good times. Misha Mashar has been released from the penalty box. He'll chase after this. Won't get an icing call for the hustle. We're back to five-a-side hockey, and on that power play, Long Beach was unable to record a shot on goal. Judson McGrath, Sockers one ahead for McEnany. McEnany misses high and wide. He was looking for McGrath initially. Now Garcia the other way. Garcia knocked off his stick by Madzy. He'll recollect. Now in the near side corner. McEnany there as well. Garcia. Too far for Ferraro. Madzy getting there first. Has Ferraro on top of him. Now McGrath. Judson McGrath, the newest addition to this Danbury Colonials team. 6'3", 185 pounds. Native of Allen, Texas. Home of the Allen Americans.
Pick up the wrister.
And that's Long Beach's first shot on goal in about 15 minutes of game time. I don't have the exact number, but it's been a little while. Here's Kyle McEnany off the breakout. McEnany driving to the outside. McEnany, a shot saved by Bralard. Westendorf was driving towards the net looking for a rebound. Valenti, his pass over the stick of Guieta. This should be icing, except it rolls in on goal, and Booz has to play it. Now McGrath behind the net for Lefkoff. Lefkoff turns it over, sent in front. Hines unable to get the backhand. He finally gets one on the forehand, and Sam Booz makes a strong save.
Yeah, good left pad save, good awareness there because Hines was just kind of lurking. And again, it's the play at the back. Danbury can't get the puck out of the zone, turns into chances.
Here's McEnany. A nice, nifty little move. Brandon Cope, I think, thought that the opportunity had already left him.
Yeah, he just got too deep there. And McEnany puts that in a really good spot, just nobody on the receiving end. An impressive turnaround pass.
Yeah, no, not bad. We have a whistle.
Oh, too many men.
We have a penalty. McEnany now along the blue line. Swings it back for Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski in and out of the glove of Bralard. Play continues.
Far side post. So it's much easier for either A, Bralard to kick it aside, or B, what he actually does is stop the puck and then cover it for the faceoff.
Maverick Skeens, a converted defenseman. He had an ankle injury, was out for about 5-6 weeks. And head coach Kevin Cunningham moving Maverick Skeens up as a forward. And, you know, not for nothing, Skeens, this line, it's worked out pretty darn well since it started.
Absolutely. He's been a very, very good addition to this line between Mashar and Remsen. They built up some good chemistry between the three of them, and they're going into really a balanced line. Remsen's a lot more of the physical body, can bring some presence in there. Mashar, much more skill, and then Skeens is kind of that in-between kind of player. He can play the body, play a physical game, but also bring his shot and his passing. A very skillful player as well. Really like this, you know, triplets of forwards that Kevin Cunningham's crafted.
Probably the fastest player on that line as well as Skeens. And
yeah,
as a defenseman, he can he can play a 200-foot game. 2-on-1 here. This is McEnany. He has Cope. McEnany elects to take the shot. Will be Donovan 1-on-3 into the zone. He takes a heavy hit at the blue line. It stays onside. A shot by Weber is kicked aside by Bralard. Remsen down low, Weber, and this goes through everybody all the way down the ice. Sam Booz with his paddle down will leave it behind his own cage for Connor Lefkoff.
Yeah, great stick handling there for Donovan, but he pays a heavy price there at the blue line. Does get the puck in, though, and Weber gets a nice shot on goal.
Now Maverick Skeens forcing the turnover, his shot into the glove of Bralard. But again,
quick wrister gets the offensive zone draw, and you see this line out there again. I mean, they're quick shifts.
Shot by Misha Mashar as I'm surprised.
Got away with one last night. Maybe this is the redemption.
Perhaps. Misha Mashar, another shot, another save by Bralad. Skeens on the rebound sent it wide. And then we have a whistle as...
If he needed to readjust, it didn't move much.
No, I'm not sure if it moved at all, but either way, back underway. It's Madzi sending it all the way down. Bralad will stop it behind his own net. Conklin, from behind that cage, gives along for Guieta. Guieta off the wall and out of the zone. Loose puck at center ice, picked up by Kevin Remsen. He finds Maverick Skeens. Skeens manages to go through a couple defenders, picks up the puck in the corner. Skeens tries swinging one towards the net, ends up in the skates of McGrath. Now McGrath sends it into an empty area. Getting there first for Long Beach is Ben Jennings. He's met by Mashar. Hines in support, but up the wall for Guieta. To go in the third period as Danbury's knocking on almost 50 shots on goal. No whistle as Britt Brooks cancels out the high stick. Here's Maverick Skeens with the rest of his teammates changing. Skeens, puck on his backhand, goes off the boards. Mashar, a sharp angle attempt, goes off the side of the cage. Now Mashar, a centering attempt for Remsen, gets deflected out of the zone.
A lot of action there on the left side of your screen today, and especially in this third period. Danbury just pouring it all on. Not necessarily a ton of shots on goal, but it's just the possession time. They're wearing down the clock here. They're wearing down the Sharks, trying to complete yet another victory in this series.
A one-timer by Remsen was fanned upon. I think he had his stick lifted by Matt Doan. Now Kyle O'Neill picks up Barnes. Barnes along the goal line. A wraparound attempt. Sam Booz with the save, and Long Beach with their first shot on goal in this period.
And some good energy from Barnes today. A couple of times he's made those moves around the net. Good skating, speed, and then Booz just beats him to that far side post, and a nice strong save with the right pad.
Now turned over. Barnes, a pass to the slot. He went through his legs for that one, but nobody wearing blue and white at home. Now Remsen, a drive. He scores! Kepney driving to the outside. Another bad angle attempt. That one goes off the shoulder of Bralad and into the corner. Kravitz knocked down by McEnany. Now Westendorf, fresh off the bench. Westendorf, a shot. Easy save by Bralad. McEnany with the puck in his skates gets back to McGrath. McGrath, not sure what happened on that shot as it ends up in the far corner. Westendorf back up at the point. Lefkoff, a shot. He scores!
Stats for Connor Lefkoff and this Colonial side as they look to cruise for another victory, sweep the series here in Long Beach, and move forward to the final 3 games in this season.
Well, they'll be away at Long Beach to begin next weekend. Meanwhile, for Lefkoff, it is his 8th goal of the season, as a nice shot on goal by Matt Barnes is fought off by Booz. Now here comes McEnany out to the far side. Another bad angle attempt, and I think that one caught Bralad in the dome once again.
Yeah, he's shaking it off a little bit. A couple of shots now have gone off that cage area, and sometimes you just have to use every bit of your body to make saves.
Well, we will skate 5 aside. They've put penalty time up on the scoreboard, so, well, not sure where the miscommunication was there. I thought that I had seen the referee make the signal for a misconduct, which quite honestly would make sense. You got 2 guys swinging their sticks at each other in a 5-0 game. Give them each 10 minutes apiece, and, well, you don't have to worry about those 2 anymore.
Yep.
Shot from the point deflected by Skeens wide. McGrath down low, gives to Skeens behind the net. Maverick Skeens. In front, Judson McGrath, a shot is blocked. Now Skeens again, Conklin. McGrath sees it goes all the way around. Lefkoff in the neutral zone. Jack, I know you were listening to the public address announcer. Do we have misconducts?
Yes, we
Shot, save, rebound. Another save by Tim Bralad. That is save number 53 for Bralad. Now Barnes can't clear. Skeens again. Gives along Remsen. Remsen with plenty of time and space rings it off the cross.
Having himself a weekend, and the Colonials, they kick the extra point. It's good.
It is. Well, I don't know. Do you kick the extra point? Do you take it from the
Oh.
60 seconds to go in this one. Cole Madzi, pressured by Barnes, goes into the board. Still manages to keep possession of the puck as he tries to flip it past Garcia. Now Garcia along the goal line. McGrath up for Mashar. Back to Madzi. 45 to go. McGrath He'll flip this one out of the zone over the leaping Kevin Remsen. Conklin for Jennings. Space will send it down deep. So 11-1 yesterday, 7-0 here with 25 seconds to go, 18 goals in 2 games. That's not bad if you're the Danbury Colonials.
Absolutely not. You're happy with the way you played this weekend. You did the right things. Obviously, the loss at Skylands hurts, but in this couple of games here at home, you took care of business. You protected your home ice, and they want to play here in the playoff games, and this is what you have to do to get there first.
We've talked about it in our pregame. Danbury essentially needs to win out if they